Hello, happy first day of Summerathon. Today is Friday, June 24th, aka the first day of the summer solstice, summer here. First day of the Summerathon, which is a readathon that my friend Amy from A Quarter Counter Quills is hosting and made up and asked me to co-host, so here I am doing a vlog for you guys. So let's get into first what I'm trying to read this week. That's right, this is for a week. So first up, the book I just started is The Rest of the Story by Sarah Dessen. This is a YA contemporary. I also want to read Natalie Tan's Book of Luck and Fortune by Rosa Lim. I also want to read Summer of Salt by Katrina Leno. And I also, am I missing a book? I feel like I am. Say You Still Love Me by Kay Tucker, which I have on ebook. And I think that was it. 1, 2, 3, you know, there's a good chance I've forgotten one. So that's all the books. I know I was gonna read one other book, but I'm in a weird reading mood this past month. It's been hard getting back into the reading game. I'm hoping that some of these books will help that. So I've already started The Rest of the Story by Sarah Dessen. I'm like 3 pages in. I also started to read Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Volume 1, High School is Hell. This is the brand new reimagining of Buffy. My friend Amy that made this readathon actually got this for me, so thank you, Amy. So I'm gonna read this quickly today because I'm doing Buffy. I talk about Buffy, might as well just keep up the freaking trend. I've also been in a really big thriller mood lately, so I really wanted to read a thriller. And before I even began this readathon, I just started I Know You Know by Gillian Millon. I might keep this one up. I also have The Chalk Man by C.J. Tudor. I have The Perfect Girl by Gillian Millon, and I have The Dreamers, and I have another Lisa Jewell book. So I want to read a thriller at least this week for sure. But the first book I'm going to read for this readathon is The Rest of the Story because I'm craving a Sarah Dessen book. I've been in a weird reading mood. Sarah Dessen's books are always some of my favorites to read and I think are quintessential summer books, so why not read it for the first book of Summerathon? What is happening to this hair? But yeah, this is gonna be an interesting weekend. Hope you enjoyed the ride. Hope the vlog's okay. It probably won't be because we all know I'm a hot mess at vlogging, but either way, I'm excited for this readathon, and yeah, I'll keep you updated with the books I read, and hopefully I can read them all. I doubt I will because reading moods are weird for me lately. I can't get out of this funk I've been in. I need to break it. So I thought I would share with you my new decor for the mantelpiece. I don't know what you call it. So earlier, I think in my previous vlog, I had like a painting and I didn't know how to decorate this mantle because it is insanely long. So I looked up some Pinterest stuff and this is what I like so far. There's a lot empty, but that's okay because if it's too much, it's overfilled. So I've always wanted a big clock because I really like the farmhouse style. I got this from Lowe's for like $50 and I had a 10% off coupon. You'll see with me that I get things inexpensive, but either way, I'm gonna walk through what I got, but hopefully you enjoy this. I think it looks great. This is what it's gonna look like except for fall and Christmas because I'll have seasonal stuff, but I really enjoy it. I think it looks nice. We'll eventually paint the wall a little bit lighter beige because we think it's a little bit too dark, but otherwise, I like a lot of the white with pops of green and like fake plants and stuff. You'll have to let me know how you think about it. You might not like it, you might like it. I have this sign that says some call it chaos, we call it family. I got this at Hobby Lobby. I think it was originally $12. I got it for like $6, I don't know. I've had this wreath for a while. It was bare. I got these fake flowers from Michael's and made it up myself. It was like $3 because the flowers were on sale. I've had this picture frame forever. It's actually like broken. I've had to hot glue it, but I don't care, it still works. And there's just a picture of the family. Then I have this aloe plant. I think it's from Target. It's fake because I'm just really bad. $14 I think was on sale for $12. You'll notice everything I get is on sale. And then I have this little bird right here I've had for literally ever. So that's what this side looks like. Going over here, I have this fake succulent because that's in right now. I think it was originally $10 and was like 70% off at Michael's, so I got it for like $3. A couple old books here. These are not the old books I want to display. They're at somebody else's house right now, so we had to get them, but I want to stack it up to like right here, just kind of old looking spines, and then have this plant. And then I also have this fave sign I got from Michael's. If you don't know, shop at Michael's. There's always good sales and there's always a coupon. So this was originally, let's see, $20. It was 70% off. I don't know what the math is for it, but I got it for insanely cheap. Then I have this old camera. I've had this for a while. And then I have this little yellow jar I've had for a while and a fake, I don't know what kind of plant that is, but it's there. But either way, that is what that looks like. I really enjoy it. I like looking at it every day and it makes me happy, so I'm happy. I've also decorated over here a little bit. So I have this fake eucalyptus plant my mom got me from Target. And then I have this lantern I got from, oh goodness, I wanna say from Big Lots for like $10. It's got a fake candle and everything. Eventually my plan is over here is to get another big lantern and a small lantern, and then I'll officially be done with the mantle. I'm happy with it, I love it. I think it looks great, honestly. So you'll have to let me know what you think about it, but I would love to hear your thoughts. My plan tonight, this is my summer drink. It's hard cranberry lemonade. It is alcoholic. I am legal. It's my favorite drink. And then I'm gonna have a little bit of ice cream because it's been a real stressful week for me. So it's time to indulge a little bit. It's Friday. It's the first day of summer. Why not? Now, what is this? Now it is time to go get my hair done. I get my hair done like twice a year because I'm lazy and cheap, but I have a lot of gray hair, guys, like a lot. So I'm getting it done. You may not be able to tell it has a lot of gray hair, but it definitely does, like even in my eyebrows. So I'm gonna go get my hair done. I'm pretty excited about it because it's gonna look fresh for a little bit, so that's good. Hair. Who's this? I'm just kidding. Probably can't even tell. It's a lot blonder now. I'll probably show you later. I'm driving, which is not good. I'm paying attention, I promise. Anyway, happy Saturday. So today was a busy day. We went to the beach. I went to get my hair done, as you saw. Then I went to dinner with one of my very best friends named Teresa, who you saw a little bit of. I love her so much. I call her my sister, and I call her my wifey too. She's like I just rely on her a lot for friendships and talks and things like that. Anyway, I'm headed home now. I do want to update you quickly. I am about 200 pages into the rest of the story by Sarah Destin. I'm really enjoying that. I will update you a little bit on what it's about and everything. And I'm on an ebook with, I'm on an ebook with Say You Still Love Me by K.A. Tucker, and I think I'm about 35% in. I'm also really enjoying that as well. Have I talked to you guys today about everything yet? Plan, hopefully, is to finish both of them tonight. I don't know if that's super realistic, but I would like to. I think I could probably do Say You Still Love Me because I'm like, I don't know why I'm invested in that one a lot right now. I think because I've been reading it in the car when my husband was driving, so there's that. But anyway, that's my update for now. I have to go because people are watching me film now, and I don't do well with that at all. Hi, I'm really bad at vlogging. What's your name? Today is Monday, the 24th, I'm pretty sure, if I changed my freaking thing right. I didn't vlog yesterday. I'm sorry. It was just busy. I had to take, I went to church, took my son to church, then I had to clean, like we cleaned a lot yesterday because you never get when your house is just such in disarray that you can't even think. That's how I get probably like once a week because I'm just type A and I need to have everything structured and organized because that's a lot in my so I had to clean, and then my dad and my brother came over for like a cookout because we don't get together a lot. We don't get together a lot because we're kind of distant. So that was really great. It was a great time. So I just didn't vlog. I didn't have an opportunity to pick up the camera, but your girl's read and I'm happy about that. So I've completed 2 books in what day is this readathon? We had Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Oh, this is the 4th day. I've probably been failing, but whatever. No, I completed 3 books. Yay. So The first book I want to talk about is Say You Still Love Me by Kay Tucker. I'm reading on ebook, hence why I'm not holding it up. It is a new adult romance. It's adult romance, let's just say that. A character named Piper who goes to summer camp when she's 16, and she's very rich. Her dad is very rich, and she doesn't want to go to summer camp. Her mom wants her to go to be a camp counselor to get a little bit of a life that's not just richy rich. And so she goes to be a camp counselor, and then of course she meets a guy, Kyle, and of course things happen, but something happens in that summer that kind of makes everything fall apart. This book is told in past and present perspective. So we get glimpses of the past with her going to be a summer counselor and her meeting Kyle, and they're falling in love, and something big that happens at the end that's horrible. Then it's told now where she is now 29 and she is heading up her dad's real estate firm, and she's like a big boss and things like that. And then who should be working and who should be the new like security guard is Kyle, only he forgotten her name. And basically it's about their lives now and how they're reconnecting and about what happened to them when they were younger. Overall, I gave this book, this is the first year I've eliminated half stars and like 0.75s because I used to do that, and I don't want to do that anymore because it's just hard for Goodreads and me in general. So it's a 3, like I don't, if my gut tells me it's a 3.5, that's what I feel it's like. But in the vein of me not, you know, doing the halves, do I round it down to a 3 or do I round it up to a 4? And for me, I think it's gonna be a 3. I just didn't love it as much as The Simple Wild. I thought the romance was okay. I just wasn't in love with the romance as much as I was in The Simple Wild. I felt that was a very, I don't know, it was a hate to love romance. I was into this one was a very insta love romance, kind of like the bad boy and the rich girl, and like we shouldn't be together because we're different. And I liked it. I didn't love it. I don't know. And I didn't love the whole real estate firm. Like they would talk about like buying properties, and I didn't know anything about that. Mine kind of glazed over it, so I didn't love it in that vein. But I love the camp aspect of how they got together and how they snuck out at night and things like that. So it's a solid romance read, I will say. I like Kay Tucker, the way she writes and how she quickly get into the story. So I did like in that regard. I will continue to read her books. So yeah, it's a 3 for me. I'm happy to have read it, but it's just not one of my favorites by her. I think my favorites of hers will still be The Simple Wild and Chasing River, which is part of a series that I read out of order years ago. I break rules. I also read the rest of the story by Sarah Dessen, which is a YA contemporary, which I gave a 4 out of 5. And I'm so happy to have said that because I've said time and time again that I haven't loved Sarah Dessen's like previous 3 novels. I just, I feel like I was falling out of love with her books. But this book reminded me why I love Sarah Dessen books, and it reminds me so much of her earlier books. This book is about a character named Emma who lives with her dad. Her mother has passed away 5 years ago, and her mother was an addict, and she never really knew her mother or her mother's family. And basically what happens is her dad gets remarried, they go off on honeymoon, but Emma's place where she's gonna stay with her at the honeymoon kind of falls through. So she goes to stay with her maternal grandmother, aka her mom's mom, who lives on this big lake where like one side's rich people and the other side's like blue collar people, and that's where her mom's family's from. So she goes stays with her mom's family for a whole summer, and she basically learns about her mother that she never really knew before. She learns about her grandmother and her cousins, and learns about the life that her mom had outside of the addiction that she's only known, and she never had a desire to learn about her mom before until she's come here. So I really enjoyed it. I really wanted to give it a 5 out of 5. I just reviewed this today. I filmed a review, hence why I look decent, but it was a little bit too lengthy for me. But I love the character development. I love that it didn't have a ton of romance in it at all. It was mostly about learning about your family and who you are and where you come from, and just it was on a lake, so there was a lot of boats and parties and things like that, and I thought it was great. If you love Sarah Dessen novels and you haven't loved her previous couple, this reminds me of early Sarah Dessen, and I loved it. So I can't wait to read more of her books in the future. I hope they continue off this tone and don't revert back to the kind of old ones like the past 2 ones, but I really am happy I've read it. I should tell you what challenges I have fulfilled. You know, I don't know. I think Say You Still Love Me was my challenge for a beachy read, and this one was for a book with traveling in it because she travels to the lake, I think. I also completed the challenge for reading, I think, Say You Still Love Me while drinking a summery drink, and this one too. I don't know. I've completed 2 books. Oh, I also completed this one, Buffy the Vampire Slayer Volume 1, High School is Hell. This is the reimagining of Buffy. It's a very quick read. I gave it 3. I'm just not a comic book lover fan, even though I love Buffy so much. But I'd say if you're a Buffy fan and you love comics, this is great. It's a reimagining. Sadly, there's no Angel in it. I know. But Cordelia's like super nice in this. Anya's already in it at the beginning. They have Robin Wood, who was at the end of Buffy. So either way, I enjoyed it. I'm happy I've read it, but it was just a 3 for me. So right now, I just started last night, Summer of Salt by Katrina Leno. This is like 250 pages, so my plan, hopefully, is to finish it tonight, and then I'll share with you what it's about. I'll continue to vlog better. I don't know. Time will tell, honestly. My vlogs are always either a hit or miss. To me, they're always a miss, but you guys seem to enjoy them, so that makes me happy. But yeah, either way, I'm feeling blonder, I'm feeling sassier. I'm just kidding. I got it thinned out, so it feels so light. If you have thick hair, you understand me, because in the summertime with thick hair, it just feels like a headache all the time. So to have it down and be completely thinned out, it's like amazing. I should probably buy my own thinning shears, really, probably. But I'll see you guys soon, I think, I hope. So we have a new addition to the yard, this huge trampoline. So in case you're wondering, the previous owners of this house, we've been in contact with because of mail and missed deliveries. They had things delivered here and they forgot to change their address, so we've actually been texting, so that's great. But they actually texted us and said that they had this big trampoline and it wouldn't fit in their new yard, and did we want it because they just didn't want to get rid of it, and they thought it'd be perfect for this yard because it used to be in this yard. So we said yes, and they brought it here and they helped set it up, and our kid and their kid played, and it was just really awesome. What a great blessing it was. So yeah, it's a big trampoline. It's got a net, which is great for him. He likes sitting on it, he likes jumping on it, which is great because trampolines are good for autistic kids because of jumping and things like that. Super excited about it, even though it takes up a lot of room. We'll probably move it over there because we are getting rid of that sandbox because we just don't use it. So there's my really lazy dog. She's okay. Cake. Yeah, she's okay. But anyway, yeah, I thought I would just show you. I also have some other stuff to show you inside that we've moved around, but either way, this is what it looks like. Another change. So if you guys watch my house tour, the TV stand used to be over there, catty cornered and that. So we obviously moved the TV stand to over here. Don't judge me, I'm playing Crash Bandicoot. Noah likes playing it and I play it like maybe once a day, just to have some fun. Who else played Crash Bandicoot when they were younger? I'm playing the very old warped Cortex Warp. I don't know, it's fun, whatever. Either way, so that's where the TV stand is. We're gonna get a new one eventually. This doesn't really go with our style, so it's gonna be like probably rustic wooden because, hello, our theme. And either way, we now have this chair right here, which actually Matt's parents gave to us because it used to belong to his brother. We had a little coffee table. We still gotta add some stuff there. This is gonna be a new coffee table as well. But yeah, that's what the room looks like now. I actually like how it's laid out. It looks a lot bigger. So yeah, that's the changes in the house this week. In case you're interested, you're probably not. Hello. I don't know why the lighting is so red, but whatever. Reading update. I finally finished Summer of Salt by Katrina Leno, and wow, I was expecting to really enjoy this, but I really wasn't expecting to be one of the people that gives it a 5 out of 5 because so many people have. And I have to say, 5 out of 5. It's a quick read, but very impactful, beautifully written, and so full of magic. I'd say if you are a huge fan of like the practical magic, like Practical Magic is not the best movie, but you have to admit there's just some sort of special feeling you get when you watch the movie. At least for me, like with Sandra Bullock and Nicole Kidman floating down and then making potions and margarita. It's just something about the movie is just magical, even though it's cheesy as all get out. Basically, in this book, we have this island which is called By the Sea. It's a very small island. It's like very magical, even though there's a family on it called the Fenware family. I forget. We have two twins. We have Georgina, and we also have Mary, and basically their family possesses magical powers. Each member of the family has a gift, and basically Mary's gift is she can float, but Georgina, the character we follow, she hasn't gotten her powers quite yet, or her one power, and they're about to turn 18, and when they turn 18 and the summer is officially over, they are gonna go to the mainland, which I don't know what the mainland is really, like is it America? Is it just the mainland? I don't know. And they're gonna go off to college, so this is their last summer at by the sea. And every summer there is this magical bird named Annabella, who is actually a Fenware woman. She turned into a bird, and she's a very exotic bird, and she comes every summer, and basically these people that are obsessed with birds come to the island every single summer to just watch Annabella take pictures, just really immerse themselves. And Georgina's and Mary's family owns an inn, and that's how they make all their income. I know either way, it's basically a summer about by the sea and about Georgina's last summer there, and something has happened and it makes it even more magical. This book has just such magical tones, the way it's written. I mean, even the first sentence alone, I'll read it to you, it's just, I love the way they kicked it off. On the island of By the Sea, you can always smell two things, salt and magic. They use a lot of smells, like her mom is able to make potions and make different things. It's just a beautifully written book, and it also has a lot of deeper things in it, especially towards the end. So I loved it. I would highly recommend it. It's a perfect summer magical book. It reminds me kind of The Wicked Deep by Shea Earnshaw, where I read it in spring, summer, but I just loved the fall vibes it had, but I'm glad I read it in warmer weather. But either way, I highly recommend it. I know I'm not giving you much to go on, but just trust me, it has LGBTQ rep in here, it's magical, it's beautifully written. I really loved it. So 5 out of 5, happy to have read it. So I don't want to read what's on my TBR, which is Natalie Hand's Book of Luck and Fortune, and then How Not to Die Alone. I'm just not feeling them. Instead, I'm feeling a thriller. So I have a stack of thrillers I got from the library, and I'm just gonna maybe read one of them. So the thrillers I have is The Perfect Girl by Gillian Millon. I've never read a Gillian Millon book. Speaking of her, I also have I Know You Know. So this one I have started, so I might continue on with this. This one is like a podcast murder thing, kind of like Sadie by Courtney Summers. I also have, this is not even on there. I also have A Stranger on the Beach by Michelle Campbell, which I do own, I need to read. And I also have Then She Was Gone by Lisa Joel, and The Chalk Man by C.J. Tudor, which is what's propping this up right now. And I don't know which one I'm going to. I think I'm gonna start this one because I really want to read The Perfect Girl, but this thing's long. I'm not gonna get through that in 3 days. I mean, the sheer difference is big. So I think I'm gonna attempt this one. We'll see. I'm feeling a thriller mood. I might read all thrillers in July. Who knows, but I'll update you when I read more, which last day of the readathon, and I just feel like I have failed. I did not read anything last night. I was so behind on like commenting and scheduling videos that I had to work after my kid went to bed, and so yeah. So I decided, I totally forgot I had the Tea Dragon Society on my shelf. So I quickly read this. It was cute, it was adorable. It's like a comic graphic novel about the dragons. It's hard to explain, but it's really adorable. As you can see, it has food on the cover. It has like bread on the cover, so that's gonna count for my food on the cover. So I quickly read out, how many pages was this? I think it was like, yeah, it was on like 60 pages, but there are a lot like tea dragons, and it's just great representation. It's cute, it's adorable. I read it, so yeah, I feel like I cheat. I feel like I cheat with readathons, because then I just like, oh, I'll read a comic or a graphic novel and fulfill a challenge, but it is what it is right now. So I'm gonna wrap this vlog up now, because I don't think I'll have time to read tonight, because I have to go with my friend to a tailor because we had to get our bridesmaid dresses fitted. We had to get our bridesmaid dresses hemmed because we're in a wedding next month. This whole weekend is like the bachelorette weekend. It's gonna take up all of my weekend, so I'm not gonna have any time to read. So yeah, so I'm gonna wrap this vlog up because it's the last day. I feel like I've just failed at vlogging. I feel like I failed at reading. I feel like I failed at keeping up with like my work and social medias and stuff. I don't know. I probably haven't, but I just am very type A, organized stuff, and I just feel like I let that fall through this weekend. But either way, let's go through the challenges and let's tell you what books I read with them. So number 1 was to read a beachy read. For that, I read Say You Still Love Me by K.A. Tucker. I also started right here. I read it on my phone, honestly. This is a book that I told you guys what it's about. It's an adult contemporary romance. I enjoyed it. I gave it a 3 stars, but it was definitely beachy because it took place like half at a camp with like a lake and stuff like that, and half in, you know, in a corporate building. But either way, it was summery, so I completed that challenge. I read a full-length novel for that, so I feel good. The next challenge was to read a book with sunrise colors on the cover, which I don't feel like I've done. This is not really sunrise covers. Say You Still Love Me isn't. Neither of these are. Maybe Buffy has. You know what? This will be that for this. So this is gonna be really stretching it, but we're gonna do it. So basically, this has like pink and orange, which are sunrise colors, of course. So I'm gonna go with Buffy the Vampire Slayer comic, Volume 1, High School as Hell, which I also gave a 3 out of 5. It's just a quick Buffy thing. It's not like a super amazing. The challenge is to read a book featuring about a summer vacation, traveling, or road trips. For that one, I read The Rest of the Story by Sarah Dessen, I think. Yeah, The Rest of the Story by Sarah Dessen. This book takes place, like she has to travel to a lake, so it's like a vacation as well, because it's about a girl that spends the lake with her mother's family. I really enjoyed it. Gave it a 4 out of 5. Highly recommended, like classic Sarah Dessen. Next challenge was to read a book set in summer. For that, I read Summer of Salt. This one takes place during the summer at an island. I loved it. 5-starred it. Highly recommended. Next challenge is to read a book with food on the cover. For that, like I said, is the Tea Dragon Society. As you can see, she's holding a little plate of bread or something. And there's even like drinks on it too. So whatever. I did it. I liked it. I think I would give this like a 4 stars. It was cute. It was adorable. I just don't read a ton of comics, graphic novels, so I feel like I can't give you a really good, honest opinion about it because I don't read a ton of it. And the last challenge was to read a book while drinking your favorite summery beverage. You guys saw that. What did I read? I think I read The Rest of the Story while drinking a Mike's Hard Lemonade, which is kind of bad because I read a YA book, but drinking an adult drink. Whatever, I accomplished that challenge. So overall, how much stuff did I read? I read 3 full-length novels, not showing Say You Still Love Me, and I read 2 comic/graphic novels. So I read 5 things. I feel pretty good about it. Like, looking back on the week, I don't feel like I did well, but now, I guess looking at it, I think I have done well. So, I mean, life with a kid is tough. Like, this kid's tough. Can you say hi, everybody? Can you say hi? Look, say hi. Look, say hi. Hi. Okay. Like, it's tough being a mom and trying to do a lot of things. This week really showed it for me. Usually I feel like I really accomplished readathons. This one I feel like I did accomplish, but I don't feel like I have. I don't know. Either way, thank you so much to Amy. Amy, who made this readathon, A Quarter Crown of the Quills. If you haven't checked her out, please do. She made this whole readathon up. She so graciously asked me to co-host. We had some amazing co-hosts. We all had a group chat. We talked every single day. We all talked about how we all felt like we were failing, but I think we all did amazing, and it was really a group effort and it really shows. So yeah, go check out Amy. I love her so much. She's so dear. And she did great with this readathon. I think it was a big success. So if you guys want to see it next year, please let us know. We would probably love to do this and probably better prep for it, have more fun things. You never know. This also gives me more opportunity to get ready for Tis the Season-a-thon, which is the readathon I run in December. So yeah, I'm excited about this readathon. I don't know. I'm hoping to have a good weekend with bachelorette time, some fun stuff. We're going to a pool. Maybe I'll get some reading done there. I don't know. Oh, I should also tell you, did buy a book today. I bought My Lovely Wife by Samantha Downing because everyone's been talking about it and I cannot wait to read it in July. This is an adult thriller, so I can't wait. So there you have it. That was my reading week. Good, bad, and the ugly. All of the stuff you see here on this channel, because that is my life. All of those things. I said. Either way, thank you so much for watching and thanks for enjoying this hot mess of a vlog. I'll see you guys in my next reading vlog when I recover from this one. Bye.